Play. It's a busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's see how one of the engines is doing today. Which engine is feeling sad? Yes, it's Edward. Edward is worried that he doesn't know how to be a hero and thinks that he must be strong, fast and stern, like Gordon. Sir Topham Hatt tells Edward that being kind, gentle and funny is what makes him a hero. How does Edward feel after Sir Topham Hatt tells him that being kind, gentle and funny is what makes him a hero? Very happy. That's right! Edward is very happy after Sir Topham Hatt tells him that being kind, gentle and funny is what makes him a hero. Later that day, Edward is happy that he's been given a special by Sir Topham Hatt. Later, when Edward chooses to complete his special rather than play with Charlie, Charlie says that Edward is too old to be a fun engine. How does Edward feel after Charlie says that Edward is too old to be a fun engine? Sad. Very happy. Sad. Surprised. Edward. That's right! Edward is sad after Charlie says that Edward is too old to be a fun engine. Sometime later, Edward is surprised to see that Sir Topham Hatt has a moustache and wants to play hide and seek with the children. Later, Edward learns that the man with the moustache is Sir Loam Hatt, Sir Topham Hatt's brother, who's come for a visit. How does Edward feel after Edward learns that the man with a moustache is Sir Topham Hatt's brother? Angry, happy, sad, happy. That's right! Edward is happy after Edward learns that the man with a moustache is Sir Topham Hatt's brother. It's the end of a long day, and Edward has been really useful. Now it's time for Edward to go to sleep. Click on Edward to say goodnight. Good night, Edward. Play again. It's another busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's visit one of the engines. Which engine is feeling excited? Percy. That's right. It's James. James is excited that Thomas is coming to play hide and seek with him. Thomas is very busy working at Brendam Docks and has forgotten to go play with James. How does James feel after Thomas forgets to go play with him? Happy. James is not embarrassed. Sad. That's right. James feels sad after Thomas forgets to go play with him. Later on, James is worried about getting his delivery wet as he looks at a puddle on the tracks. Thomas races through the puddle and splashes James, ruining his delivery of strawberries. How does James feel after Thomas races through the puddle and splashes him? Angry. Yes! James is angry after Thomas races through the puddle and splashes him. Sometime later, James is happy that he's taking a load of children to the picnic. A cork pops out of a lemonade bottle on Thomas's passing special and hits James. How does James feel after a cork from a lemonade bottle hits him? Afraid. Surprised. Very happy. James is not very... Yes! James is surprised after a cork from a lemonade bottle hits him. It's the end of a long day, and James has been really useful. Now it's time for James to go to sleep. Click on James to say goodnight. Good night, James. Play again. It's another busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's visit one of the engines. Choose the engine that is feeling happy. Yes, it's Gordon. Gordon is proud to be given the special to move the Lion of Sodor to the Duke and Duchess's summer house. Sir Topham Hatt asks Gordon to share the special with Ferdinand, who is being rewarded for being really useful. How does Gordon feel after Sir Topham Hatt asks him to share the special with Ferdinand? Surprised. Gordon. Yes! Gordon feels angry after Sir Topham Hatt asks him to share the special with Ferdinand. Later that day, Gordon is embarrassed that the waste dump has become a mess while he is in charge. Scruff helps Gordon clear the tracks and make the waste dump neat and tidy again. How does Gordon feel after Scruff helps him make the waste dump neat and tidy again? Happy. That's right! Gordon feels happy after Scruff helps him make the waste dump neat and tidy again. Later that day, Gordon is unhappy because his boiler is broken and he can't be really useful. Victor moves Gordon to the front of the repair line so that he can be fixed quickly. How does Gordon feel after Victor moves him to the front of the repair line? Angry, sad, very happy. That's right! Gordon is very happy after Victor moves him to the front of the repair line. A lot has happened today. Now it's time for Gordon to go to sleep. Click on Gordon to say goodnight. Good night, Gordon. Play again. It's another busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's visit one of the engines. Which engine is feeling excited? Emily is feeling sad. Yes, it's Thomas. Thomas is excited that there will be a party for his friend Hero, who is making a return visit to Sodor. Thomas forgets to invite the other engines to Hero's party because he's too busy looking for a present. How does Thomas feel after he forgets to invite the other engines to Hero's party? Happy. Angry. Surprised. Angry. Happy. Thomas is not happy. Embarrassed. That's right! Thomas feels embarrassed after he forgets to invite the other engines to Hero's party. Later that day, Thomas is feeling sad. Charlie tells him a joke. How does Thomas feel after Charlie tells him a joke? Happy. Yes! Thomas is happy after Charlie tells him a joke. Later on, Thomas is worried when the giant balloon that he's taking to the fair for Mr. Bubbles floats away. Thomas delivers a new giant balloon just in time for Mr. Bubbles' show. How does Thomas feel after he delivers a new giant balloon just in time for Mr. Bubbles' show? Sad. Embarrassed. Very happy. Yes! Thomas feels very happy after he delivers a new giant balloon just in time for Mr. Bubbles' show. It's the end of a long day, and Thomas has been really useful. Now it's time for Thomas to go to sleep. Click on Thomas to say goodnight. Good night, Thomas. Play again. It's another busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's visit one of the engines. Which engine is feeling sad? Yes, it's Henry. Henry is sad. He scares away the Sodor warbler, a special bird that visitors have come to see. The visitors are happy to see the bird riding on Henry's buffer later when he goes to pick them up. How does Henry feel after the visitors are happy to see the Sodor warbler riding on his buffer? Sad. Angry. Happy. Embarrassed. Happy. That's right! Henry is happy after the visitors are happy to see the Sodor warbler riding on his buffer. Later on, Henry is excited when Sir Topham Hatt asks him to collect an important visitor from Brendam Docks. During Henry's run, Ari and Bert tease him about being the only engine that needs a special type of coal. How does Henry feel after Ari and Bert tease him about being the only engine that needs a special type of coal. Henry is not surprised.
Sad.
Surprised. Very happy. Henry. Yes. Henry is sad after Ari and Bert tease him about being the only engine that needs a special type of coal. Sometime later, Henry is excited that a photographer is about to take a special picture of him for a book about the engines of Sodor. Suddenly, Thomas races up so that he is in Henry's picture too. How does Henry feel after Thomas races up to be in Henry's picture? Very happy, embarrassed, surprised. That's right! Henry is surprised after Thomas races up to be in Henry's picture. A lot has happened today. Now it's time for Henry to go to sleep. Click on Henry to say good night. Good night, Henry.